Welcome everyone to another edition of Smacked Up Wrestling Live, coming from you from Central Scotland, where it's the only place in Glasgow where you can get to call in and voice your opinion on everything it's wrestling. Once again,
technically Edinburgh too, Sonny.
Oh fuck, that's right. You're in Edinburgh. You're in Edinburgh. I forgot. You moved. You've abandoned us.
Oh, right. You make it sound like it was an option that I had.
No,
yeah,
no.
I hate civilization and cities.
Is your mum watch? Is Linda watching?
Anything worth doing?
Or having fun.
Get
happy. He's not a fan of it.
Get Linda on so I can blame Linda. Go, Linda, fuck! You moved them. Why? So yes, it is for the time being the only call-in radio fucking wrestling thing. See, Marty, you put me off now. You put me off because you moved to fucking up north and then you went to Edinburgh. See, you fucking fannied up everything for my fucking intro.
He doesn't do well with change, apparently.
Oh, I know. So, guys, yeah, you can call in. It's only radio call-in show for wrestling. Martin's back.
Yeah, I'm alive. I
So,
the Highlands when it all went Wicker Man.
So, to give him his proper intro, the Wicker Man from up north. Martin.
Not the Wicker Man. Nobody set me on fire.
Yeah.
And the Queen of the Ring, as always, Kirsty.
Hey.
Hey guys, I can see a lot is in the chat. Welcome to the first HD edition of Smacked Up Wrestling Live.
Because that's really what you need when it's an audio show.
But you get to see me.
In high def.
In high def, at 60 frames per second.
It's better than Destiny. What is the need for this, Will? Destiny works fine sometimes.
Oh, it's better than the 500 fucking bit rate I had yesterday.
That's true.
I think, what am I running at? 2,500 now? Fucking hell.
That's a wee bit better, that.
I gave the hamster some of the steroids for Jinder Mahal. So,
it's going to explode.
It's going to have back nail at its back as well.
No.
Sounds to me like a rash decision.
So, guys, you all know why you're here. It is a fallout of Extreme Rules, but can we really call it extreme?
No, we can more call it like slightly stricter than usual in some respects than what others.
It was slightly overhyped rules than Raw. It really was. I felt there was one match that let me down, and there was another match that after watching it again, I was like, do you know what? That was pretty. It wasn't bad, but it wasn't the best. But we'll get to the two matches.
There was nothing that had me screaming and outraged, like, this is terrible, why? But at the same time, there was only two matches where I was like, holy shit, it's actually a pay-per-view.
Yeah.
Like...
There was a lot, because I watched it all, and then I rewatched it today to confirm what I actually felt, because it was a good show, but two matches just felt a kick in the balls. And literally, let's just speak of Great Balls of Fire. They actually went and done the fucking Jerry Lee Lewis song. They actually went that far.
Some shitty modern cover.
So,
better yet, have you seen the fucking logo for Great Balls of Fire?
It looks like a
great cock.
It looks like, yeah, Dave said that today, and see when I went back and seen it.
Cock.
It's a cock with two balls.
You know, Vince did that. Oh, Vince is just doodling in a meeting and just went,
That's definitely fucking Vince. There was
Patterson.
There was
Yeah.
hashtag game shaming. But yeah, there was a few things I took from it. Just to see what you guys think. Guys, I can see there's a lot of in the chat tonight. Thank you for coming out, having fun in the chat as always. Smack that like button with a kendo stick because you'll do a better job than fucking Bailey. And and every $5 donation. I know it's not Pokemon Tuesday, but we'll open some Pokemon cards. We've got shit tons here. We've got a shit ton of Pokemon cards. So every $5 donation, we open a pack. But smack that like button with a kendo stick because All interaction helps, and thank
Nobody
you.
else will.
Share it, let everybody know that we're on live right now, and see how many times Will can fuck up in a sentence. But right,
We're
so
starting a counter for this
Aye,
because
aye.
like the Young Bucks that one time in ROH.
I might actually get a counter for that for a laugh. That would be funny.
Oh my god, yes.
That would be really funny. The kickoff show, I didn't watch. I think if I remember, I actually fell asleep. I'm being serious.
I've watched that in the first match and then went, I'm not staying up to watch this. I'm going to bed. Like, I'm up.
I love the
at 7.
dedication you guys have. Here's me on my fucking phone. And
Here, I'm usually that guy. I used to go to work and do sleepovers, and rather than go to sleep, I would sit with my tablet watching Raw, SmackDown, or whatever. Like, I'm usually that person, but Mondays are not good, and I wasn't doing it. Not today, not for the build of that
Not
care.
today, matey.
But
it
it happened.
It happened.
Kalisto's on a winning streak. Like,
but
what's going on with that?
No, but the biggest question is who gives a fuck about Apollo Crews and Titan O'Neill?
Titan O'Neill. That'd be a much better name for him. Gladiator. They're a gimmick.
But do you know,
there's something.
But do you know what I mean? Who honestly gives a fuck?
I would like to think that they each give a fuck about each other, but I'm fairly certain that's not the case.
They don't want him to get out because he's taking his spot, so they're both burying each other. That's what's happening. Meanwhile, Kalisto's getting built like a monster of the lower card.
Yeah,
he's got a 205. They need to do something. Because
it'd be hilarious if he turned out to be £206.
Oh my god.
just that ball hair over 205.5. Oh, you can't join Kalisto. Is that fucking get up you're wearing just now?
Like a Power Ranger that got dressed in the dark.
Oh, that's fucking Sin Cara now.
Oh my god, Sin Cara's gear is too much. It's too. I can't.
He's been hanging about with fucking Naomi too much.
They clearly halved in for the same material.
Fucking feel the glow. I think they've been snorting the glow.
Oh.
But the fucking right, so let's disregard that one, right? Because obviously Kalisto won, but the Dean Ambrose Miz match. When I heard the stipulation was a no disqualification.
Right, how many of them has Dean been in?
Too many.
Because I feel like it seems to happen every 6 months that he has that match with those.
And
those,
it's always the same thing.
And
He's so passionate. He's so passionate. He can't control himself. Yet in the match, Dean clearly controls himself for accidentally disqualifying himself at least 6 times.
Why did he keep doing the same fucking thing every 6 months? We can remember.
See, like, match-wise, I was cool with the match. And like I said in the prediction show, I thought Miz was going to win, but I'm taking Dean because I thought they were going to go the way they were all talking. Either or, I'm cool with whoever won. What was annoying me when as soon as I heard the stipulation, I was like, we've seen this a million times.
Aye.
With, like you said, Dean, within the past 2 years, we have seen this a million times. Do something different.
Do you know what annoys me? Is the minute I heard that, I was like, well, there's not going to be a match then. Like, Maurice's going to slap Miz.
See, that's how
it'd be done.
Slap, boom, done. And I like the story they told.
Same.
They
the
had
actual
Miz
match
trying
was...
to prove himself, and then he got so desperate, like, right, fucking slap me, you know. I like that. But,
and I kind of like that he went out with a semi-clean finish as well.
Yes.
Yeah.
He outsmarted Dean.
Yeah, that was it. It was the storytelling wise was
one more
good.
thing for them. Given how many times we've seen those two go at it in the past 3 months, I really enjoyed that match. The crowd were right into it, which made a huge difference.
I mean,
but I'm surprised that they pulled off such a fun match, given Dean is still kind of phoning it in a bit. Miz has been a little bit lost in the shuffle and Raw. They just seem to have lost their momentum a wee bit since they got moved over.
See,
even though they've been a big part of Raw.
I think. See, everybody's went to Raw, apart from maybe Alexa Bliss. Some of them are not.
They're all kind of.
They're not.
Water a bit,
yeah, they're not firing all cylinders. Where you look at SmackDown, whereas that is fucking firing right now.
I think it's probably more to do with like how the group as a whole get along. So when they first had the split, Dean was giving interviews saying how good the atmosphere was, and how they all felt like they were fighting together to prove themselves. And Raw doesn't have that because Raw is Raw. It's always going to be there unless something bizarre happens.
It's not even that.
So I think
I'm cool with whoever won. I'm cool with that. But it was just, yourself, right? They'd done this at WrestleMania 25 after the amazing build-up Triple H and Randy Orton had, right?
Oh God, that match.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. That did follow one of the best matches ever. Nothing to do with that. But see the fact that they slapped that the disqualification thing. It kills any match. You're in Extreme Rules. How is a disqual?
Well, hold on. See, if you're technically talking, that is a bit of an extreme rule because it's extreme interpretation of the rules. So, technically speaking, it fits in with the pay-per-view name.
I see what you're doing there, but this is a show that's marketed mainly towards 5 to 10-year-olds.
I know.
They're not going to get that.
Yeah, see, Martin, I agree with you. I totally agree with you because it is a part of the rules. But you're thinking, like, last night, people have said it. Like, a lot of people said it. They've done fucking more hardcore shits.
I know, but that's the thing. It's their own fault because for years and years, this started as one night stand and then became Extreme Rules, and we've been conditioned to expect actual extreme things to happen.
Again, Dean is probably the guy that's going to be happiest on that roster to actually do an Extreme Rules match. Why put him? Or he's going to pull off the best because the shit he's willing to do in Kindy is fucking crazy. So why then put him in a strictly pure wrestling match for all intents and purposes, the way you're meant to interpret what the stipulation is? Why hinder your gem?
Because you're no longer hindering gender.
It's poor booking. That's what I believe. Like, they two done the best they could, and they tell a good story. So this doesn't fall on the wrestlers, but once again, booking and writing is fucking horrendous in Raw. It is
they keep saying that Dean's the one that's lazy. Dean's bored because the writers are fucking lazy. That's the real problem here. Give him something that'll excite him. Again, look at that match with him and Jericho. Like, you could tell he was having fun because he knew the thumbtacks were coming out and he couldn't wait for that pop. Like, why take that away from him when that's when he's at his best and that's what we love him for? And you just keep marketing him as this crazy person and then never gives the chance to actually see it. And see if they were keeping it special, I'd be like, right, fair enough, it's an attraction thing with Dean Ambrose when they need it. But they'll know he's had one match where you've actually been like, aye, that's the CZW guy. Like, And in FCW and NXT, like, he fucking ripped Regal's ear off, for God's sake.
See the thing that I've got to say, right, after watching last night, right, because TLC falls in this fucking bracket, right, sometimes it falls in this bracket. Should this be the final year of gimmick pay-per-views? Because Hell in a Cell's fucking pointless. That is a most pointless pay-per-view, and where it was more magical when it was a one-off.
I totally agree. See Dane matches, like, see if at the next pay-per-view there's a quote-unquote gimmick match, it makes it feel special. See when you've got the entire night, TNA were really bad with doing this, where when it was like their version
6 sides of steel. 6
sides of steel, and every single match was a cage match, and by the main event, you didn't care anymore. Like, you just...
Remember Breaking Point? Every match was submission.
Jesus, remember Fatal 4-Way?
There you go. There's so many... The gimmick matches now, leave it to one maybe to a
And
pay-per-view. Slope the fucking
I,
whole pay-per-view thing.
I always will go back to ROH, but ROH in its history have had 6 ladder matches, and they
Aye.
have been some of the best told stories that have led up to them needing to use the ladder matches, and they are all on their own incredible. And that's when you see when you hear, oh, there's going to be a ladder war. You know that you're in for some like they have some spots planned, some shit's going done. Same way like the extreme like rules match, quote unquote. They're so fucking rare that when they happen, they feel magical. And
Well, I'm just reading the chat. Sorry to butt in.
you know,
Luna and Super Rising Storm have got amazing points. Right, Luna's right in the sense where like if people might see Asadine where he's boring, right? Take him off like the meds, let him go lunatic, because that fucking name is stupid, right? It's stupid. You can't have a no disqualification match with a lunatic. It's stupid. It's stupid. They could have made it so much better. And the other thing,
they've given this like it's so like the thing is
Aye.
with Dean, and I always really what I said I accepted about the lunatic thing was it means that at any point Dean can do whatever he wants whenever he wants because he's a lunatic and
but he's not
he's a
allowed.
lunatic.
The
But
other,
the fact they don't let him do it totally
that's poor booking.
credits them.
I mean,
It really annoys me.
And Flo, Super Rising Storm's got another great point. Turn him heel. Turn him heel. He was amazing as heel in the Shield. He was the best guy to watch. But
See if
He
you
was
go
going
back
to be
to
the
his
breakout
best-
guy, wasn't he?
he was
Aye.
he was going to be the breakout, and then
Go back and watch his SCW
us
stuff.
kind of made it fucking Roman Reigns. It was us. It made Roman Reigns the breakout guy. Unfortunately,
And Seth just broke all our hearts. So
The thing is, Roman, and we'll go back to it again, he doesn't do anything wrong. It's not his fault.
No.
He got over with the crowd naturally because he is good enough.
see, even in that Seth DVD I watched, and he was like going through everything. Even he said he was like Roman didn't actually do anything. It was all just really bad timing, all over and over and over again.
It was-
like
Aye.
It was the fans.
the worst thing possible happens to Roman every single time at the worst moment.
it was the fans. I mean, because we could argue like blue in the face about this fucking match. No, well, the stipulation, no, the match. The match was pretty half decent. The Miz picked up the victory. Unfortunately, we all went with Dean because of the way the Drifter's been booked, which would make sense. But we have to wait and see now. But where does it leave Dean? Does it push him up the ladder or down the ladder? Nobody fucking knows. We have to actually wait and see what happens in Raw. That's the only bad thing. You cannot see what they're going to do with him.
I was thinking with the way they're going with this, like because Brock's the champion, and basically everybody at some point hopefully will be fed to him, like every second month probably. Do you think with the Shield all being back together on the same brand, I mean, that they're hoping that seeing them together, all his faces, will give Dean that rub of being special again, I suppose?
I don't know. I think they've already kind of shot themselves in the foot because they've kept having these wee scenes with the three of them together.
Yep.
And Roman pretty much having the same gimmick as what they all
I'm
had.
not saying it'll work, I'm saying that I think that that's what WWE is hoping. That
Could
he'll
be.
fall up the way because of the Shield. I mean, let's be honest, if they'd done a match next week and it was the Shield together, everybody would be screaming. And
Oh, aye.
so
But
it's
what
not like
I
they
would-
can't pull that trigger out again.
Aye. Personally, what I would hope for is that the way to take Lesnar out, because, I mean, from all the talk, WrestleMania next year is probably going to be Lesnar's final match.
Oh, don't you dare say this to me because I'll pee a wee bit.
Well,
That's all
The
we
Shield
could-
reunite to take him out
but the thing is,
and finish him, and Roman walks out with the belt. People will cheer for that. Because if Roman just goes through Lesnar alone, he'll get booed to fuck, as usual. But if the Shield come back together to team up and take Brock out once and for all, there will never be a bigger pop this decade. And I'm including Daniel Bryan on that steel cage.
it's one of the things we're gonna have to wait and see. But we all picked Dean to win. Unfortunately, the Miz won. So let's move on.
Bear in mind, folks, as my poor performance becomes apparent, I haven't watched Raw for like 3 weeks.
So
just saying,
we got the mixed tag, which wasn't that bad. I actually thought this was going to be the worst match
it was
of the night.
fun.
It was not that bad.
I just like seeing Norman pay-per-view.
And I think, I mean, there's
More of
nothing.
that, please.
There's nothing.
Like I hear his wee tune and I'm like, look at him,
Aye.
look at the baby.
There's nothing. There's nothing you can moan about it. There's nothing you can say they could have done this. It was all. It was what it was. It was okay. And we all picked them to
Sorry,
win.
I even love the cheap pop that I always get out of myself when a lassie actually hits a real move on a guy and the guy like takes it. Like it makes me pop so hard. I'm like, yes, one step
It should,
closer.
and there's no reason for it not to be a thing.
Exactly. Especially with the 205 guys, like come on. Like I'm pretty sure Nia Jax could snap quite a few of the 205 guys. Like, come on, let's
I
just.
thought you were going to say Sasha Banks. I was going to say maybe a fucking IMAX forehead, but no.
No,
That's what I call an overdome, by the way.
Yeah,
an
It's just too
overdome.
much yet. Aye. Our
But-
dome's too big.
but it was.
It goes over our hairline.
it-
Overdome.
It was.
Overdome?
It was okay. That was the thing. It was fine.
Aye, it was.
We all picked faces to win.
Aye, we did. We all seen it coming. I didn't know it was his hometown though, and I started to get a wee bit worried when I
Aye.
realised that. I was like,
See,
oh
when they
no,
said that,
we
it's
all
Baltimore,
picked.
it was like, oh fuck, and then they kept showing this one guy in the crowd, and it's like, oh, I'm done. And it's like, right, fair enough, you're enjoying it, but going to sit down, you're fucking embarrassing your kid next to you. The next match, if I'm right in believing, was the tag team. Am I correct?
Yes.
Yes.
And it is now because we've decided it is.
Yes. That's what I'm glad we're on the same page here.
We're going with that, and then we'll go with the submission match. I can't remember what one came first, but tag team match. I didn't think it was brilliant.
It was fun.
Aye, it was fun.
I
It
just-
was-
Did exactly what I needed.
Aye.
And finally, the right team won.
exactly.
Aye. And quite decisively, they only had to go out of the fucking door. They climbed out of me.
I mean, but who picked them? Was it just me?
Me and you.
Was it me and you? Right, okay. So I'm cool with Sheamus and Cesaro winning it. Will they break
Absolutely.
up the Hardys? We just have to wait and see for Raw. It's just they could win it back tonight. You never know.
They probably will.
Did anybody hear the so much use of the word tremendous for the commentary team?
I tried to
See-
just file on it.
See, last night I actually turned the commentary off. Like in my head, I just could not listen to them. And I'm gonna get to one point because at one point I thought the fucking show was sponsored by it, and I was like, "Don't even fucking do this." But no, they had to make a fucking reference because the movie came out. But yeah, it was a tiny match. In the sense where they had to do it done. It got the crowd cheering, and
Energized.
that was it.
Aye.
The submission match was probably the best match of the night.
I think so.
I can't even. When I realised the later and later it got that this was actually going to be like one of your main events, I was like, they're giving them time. They're giving
For the
them
first time in
so much
ages.
time.
Well, this is
Oh.
one of the problems I've got because Cena actually went back and watched it all. The actual main pay-per-view, when they got to the main event, had an hour left.
Yes, it did.
So if some of them felt rushed, I don't think this one
mean-
felt rushed.
No,
I was expecting the main event to go for most of the hour. Because that's sometimes what WWE like to do with the multi-man matches, is give them a
Aye.
lot of time.
like I said, that's what I thought as well when I was watching it.
But it wasn't really like anywhere near as long as I was anticipating.
No, I mean, obviously Austin lost, right? This is what I don't get. So do they not see him as a person to carry that brand, and then put him on the
True.
main roster?
True.
That's the thing. I'm
If
confused.
they don't see him as that, they're fucking mental.
Aye, 2 seconds. I'm just fucking taking the plug out my chair.
I know. I don't know because I honestly thought that Vince liked Austin because he
sorry.
put him on commentary.
Sorry, guys. I'm like, what the fuck is that crackling? I keep hearing crackling. I know my table's fucked. I'm going to have to buy a brand new table. And I'm like, how is that so crystal clear? What the fuck's that noise? The rain's bouncing off my window. That's what it is. It's the rain bouncing off my window, but because my microphone is crystal clear, it's like, what the fuck? Eric the Champ, more likes. That's right. get that fucking likes up. Smack that fucking like button with a kendo stick. Come on, smack it, because you'll do a better job than fucking Bailey. Right. There's a few things they could do. Like, the match was good. I thought the match was good. I liked how they done the false finish. It's like, no, you've got to do it in the ring. And Neville's trying to get the ref to do this. And it's like, no, it's not going to work this time. The problem I've got now is, what do you do with Austin Aries? Do you make him a heel? Do you repackage him? Or do you now just ship him to the main roster? Because you can't go into a fourth match. No.
He tweeted saying that he had to reevaluate his career choices, and then like hashtag Raw, hashtag 205 Live, all that shit. But that's got me thinking that either Aries is going to start doing like an open challenge to like guys on main roster, like normal roster, or he is going to say that he's not in 205 Live the now, and then go through some guys in WWE. And then go back, and they'll have a match at like Mania or something. Is my hope.
I want him on the main roster.
Same. So they are.
He's too good to be stuck on that fucking show.
Aye, that show is fucking awful. It's
not even as if it's the talent's fault. We've seen that the talent can absolutely murder it. Nothing against the talent. It's the booking.
Aye. That's how they done it.
Like, nothing at all against the talent. I've watched the talent for years in PW, where basically they book themselves and just have fun. And I loved them all. And then they got to 205 Live, and I've never been more disinterested.
Aye. It's just fucking, I don't know. I mean, I'll
How
be
do
honest.
you fuck up Noam Dar?
WWE.
They challenge themselves.
It's
Badly can we ruin this?
It's WWE. But let's move on, because let's get to the fucking women's match. And these are when the two matches that I'm going to bring
I'd love to talk about it, but I blinked and I missed it.
Aye.
It was 5 fucking minutes.
It was
and it was a fucking long 5 minutes.
It was one of the worst things I've ever seen. Alexa Bliss is by far the best women wrestler on Raw. Just now, Nia Jax could probably change that. I can see her and Nia having a good feud.
I hope so.
I liked her wee bit on
Bailey,
the pre-show as well,
yes.
Nia.
Bailey's
I really
done.
like that.
Bailey's done. She's done, because
you don't need shovels to bury people anymore.
No, fucking kendo stick's done it. This whole idea where she couldn't use the kendo stick, and she's going to go extreme. Now, this whole thing, a lot of people's brought this up about the NXT character Bailey. Bailey in NXT worked because it was something different, but will it always will it change when it goes to the main event? Now, like people said, she has the female John Cena. Difference is, John Cena's got a fucking personality. She hasn't. She's got boobs. That's it. She's got big boobs.
And she tapes them down.
Yeah, we almost had a WrestleMania moment again, like when they popped out at WrestleMania. That is true. People go back and check. That's true.
I didn't know that.
I happened to Charlotte.
I wasn't
last
really
year.
looking for it, I guess.
I happened to Charlotte last year as well. But Bailey is a character. I killed it last night. I did not believe in that character. Alexa Bliss, you can believe she's a bitch. You can totally believe she's a bitch.
Aye.
She done everything right. But that match was so bad that it's like, wow, that fucking did happen. That did happen.
I still can't believe that when I went back to see how long it was only 5 minutes. It felt like 15.
Aye.
But here's my problem, right? See if they'd have just give them a kendo stick match, and say they only wanted one to be in play. Alexa, they could have had a bin of them, and Alexa could have broke all of them either knee or something, or like threw them into the crowd and just left her with one.
Aye.
That would have been that. I look like. Then you're putting there her character Bailey looks defenseless and shit. Like, why?
Or what we said, Kirsty, which would have made totally sense, and this is the reason why we went Alexa to win. Bailey has the upper hand on Alexa all that full match, beating fuck it with the kendo sticks, but Alexa sneaks the win. As a heel, she sneaks the win. That fucking last night just...
It was bad.
it was bad.
And
It
it's a
was
shame
bad.
because I do love the two of them, but just through booting, through time, through I don't know, two people no gelling as well together as other people. Just a whole load of things last night just made it awful, and it made me really sad.
As
And
long
also how much tape was on that fucking kendo stick so it didn't just fall apart.
it was bad, but like with the Austin one, like because I know Martin went Bailey. Who did you go again, Kirsty? Because I know I went Alexa. I think me and
I
you.
went
both-
Alexa.
Me and you. Both
Me and
went
you had the
Alexa.
exact same for everything.
Apart
That's
from-
why I said, did you want to do pre-show?
Oh no.
Conspiracy.
Nah, fuck the pre-show. Nah, we'll just carry fucking Money in the Bank. Fuck it. Because I won.
Apparently I'm the draw queen. That's what I do.
I won that fucking title at a fucking Gash pay-per-view. I'll carry it through another Gash pay-per-view.
It's a hell of a heel run you're on.
Oh,
Winning properly.
tell me about it.
Right,
Tell me about
Martin,
it.
Warriors have got to win next month because this needs to be broke. Like, this
know.
can't continue.
I know.
I'm
2 weeks to
no-
go to Money in the Bank, though.
Aye, true. I'm excited about that. I'm
I'll
actually
like
very
to try
excited
and
about
watch
that.
SmackDown.
That should be good. That's a good idea.
Aye.
Uh-huh. So
Just these things to calm down a bit, then I'll be able to watch them.
Right. Moving is stressful.
I'm coming for you.
I know you. I know you'll be coming. I know you'll be coming.
There's nothing else to do up there.
That's why I'm in Edinburgh.
Just thinking in the chat because like the camera sync just went off a fraction there.
I was wondering. I knew you were
Aye.
doing something. I was like, I'll
I know,
just natter.
it's just so the
I'll
guy.
just.
Aye, no,
Just talk some shite.
just keep talking shite just now for 2 seconds.
How's the weather? 40 mile down the road, son.
40 mile on the other side of the country. It's dark.
Aye, same. Funny enough.
It'll be dark.
Right, so let's go back. Speaking of shite, right? Speaking of shite,
Right, speaking of shite.
that main event was awful.
I actually really enjoyed it.
No,
Like, I'm not even kidding
I
on.
didn't. I
There
thought
was storytelling, there was
No.
story building, there was
No.
storyline teasing,
no,
there was fucking.
no,
No.
Kirsty,
You're serious? I
Kirsty,
really
that was
enjoyed.
a clusterfuck of a fucking match.
No,
I enjoyed it.
It was a
High five.
clusterfuck. No, it was a
we had the
clusterfuck.
teasing. We had the teasing as some sort of Bray Wyatt Triple H fucking thing. We had the teasing just 1 millisecond of they two big Samoan bastards looking at each other, and I can't
aye.
explain how badly I want the fucking fight of the Samoan Joes. Do it. We had this fucking awkward Shield moment where they two like looked at each other like, "Aye, Roman's bleeding and shit," and then they get in and there's just a chair in the middle of the ring. I'm not prepared to see them with chairs again. No, like there was so much.
It was
I
a
know.
botch fest.
I really enjoyed it.
I didn't.
It was so good.
No.
And also Joe sneaking that victory.
See, Joe,
was
like,
just
see,
superb.
That's the most
Joe
important thing about
winning
it.
is
Joe winning's
everything.
brilliant. Joe winning's amazing. I'm over the moon for Joe.
I'm so excited for
that-
the.
Same.
And I never thought I'd say this given the name of the fucking show. I'm so excited for these balls to be on fire.
Joe.
I mean, maybe that's the point. Like they're just these two pure huge boys. Amen.
Just a
Like-
couple of big bastards going to lamp the shit at each other.
He's not going to be able to suplex them as easily because I'm pretty sure Joe weighs in as heavier.
Joe doesn't deserve to be suplexed for 10 minutes. And
No, and I don't think they will do it. I'm so
no, because
like
he's a project now for Triple H. He's going to be
so
like the first
fucking.
proper NXT guy as far as WWE's concerned to take Big Larry on. You know?
Aye, because
Um,
it's Roman wasn't his child.
Exactly, and Seth had that wee push, but they never really, like, you know, it was like mixed or you know, multi-man matches for the most part,
Aye,
and there was always interference. But now you've got this big bastard who is a genuine threat to another big bastard.
aye.
See, there's
Like,
a,
you think
it
about
shouldn't
that
be
match,
a split fest,
yeah.
it should
There's
be a
a-
slugfest.
I mean,
Aye, it should.
Sleeping Angels is on your side. I just genuinely did not find that match entertaining.
See,
at all.
there was so fucking much.
didn't
Bray
find that-
Wyatt was an absolute fucking outstanding beauty of a man.
He put in a hell of a shift last night.
I
Aye,
just didn't enjoy
he
it.
was. See as well.
You think
the
you're
fucking...
no, but see with your top 5 guys. You want better. If that's your top 5 guys going to take on Brock Lesnar, you want better. SmackDown can do it. Fair enough. They've got Edge.
What? Everybody would
Samoa
last
Joe.
night. Who's better?
But
Like, I'll
Is
say
Samoa
something, right?
Samoa Joe winning that belt?
No, but
But he fucking could.
He won't
The
win
thing
it.
You
is,
need to believe that he could.
He
and
won't
I
Put it
believe
this
win
way,
it. But
right?
he's
nasty bastard like
Lesnar's
that
holding
could.
that to Mania. He's holding that
Right,
to
we all
Mania.
know that, right? But see if Joe was to win at Great Balls of Fire, would you be really like, oh my god, Joe? Like, it's not as if it's
Exactly.
Finn taking it off him, it's Joe, who I'm pretty sure weighs in is heavier, is also MMA trained. Like, this should just be a fucking slug and submission fest, and it could be beautiful. Like, don't shit on my shit!
Kirsty,
Like, I'm excited
Kirsty,
for something
Kirsty,
to we're Universal
Kirsty,
Champion, god damn it!
Kirsty,
Right.
it could be good, but Lesnar's only got fucking 4 moves of doom. So it's going to be
But Joe's
suplex,
got a million, it's gonna be...
Yes,
don't!
but
Shh.
Brock is just going to go suplex.
No, he's not. There's
I
no
don't
way.
think
He's
he can book it
physically
like that.
going to
Yes, he will.
Get away with it.
He's no. There's no. Joe is not letting himself well at that. Joe is not busy. Fuck.
He
Joe is
will.
would rather
He
stomp on his
will.
face.
He will.
No,
He
no, my Joe.
will.
No,
He
no, my
will.
Joe. No, my longest
I'm sorry.
reigning ever. Arrow hates
Guys,
Joe.
hold on. Can you hear that? It's like something's been like a string or something just
Fuck up, right? I'm passionate.
wound up.
I hate all these. I'm so
Martin,
trying-
Martin, have you got my wooden spoon still?
Motherfuckers, I'm so don't. Like, I want. It was a great match, and it's a great build, and there's so much there. No, just within the 5 guys that I want to see, and I'm not having you shit on me. No.
Because people pay for that.
Oh my god, you
There's,
cunt.
there's websites for that, Kirsty.
Technically, on a live
Specialist
streaming
websites.
site.
Anyhow, so Samoa Joe won, which was that is a good thing because Martin, that you did call, but you went with Finn like the rest of us because it made sense. But Joe winning, that is probably the best outcome we could have had. It's something different, and it makes sense going against Lesnar. In the sense, like Kirsty's saying, like with the build, even though it's going to be 4 moves of doom.
Did anybody else see the Raw Talk with Joe?
No.
Oh, his promo on Raw Talk. See if you're not excited to know, Will, go watch that. And
I
then
never said I wasn't excited. All I said
you
was
shat where me. You better
the
not be excited.
all I said was the match was shit.
shower now.
That's all I said. The match didn't. For your 5 top guys, you want better. Whereas SmackDown,
No, I don't. That was great.
yeah. If SmackDown, if you've got like AJ Styles, if you put like the 5 guys that's in that Money in the Bank, they're going to have a 10 times better match than they guys, and that's supposed to be the top dogs of Raw. And Raw's the flagship
It was
show.
a story. You're the guy who always comes at me about storytelling in WWE, and now the time that WWE.
Martin,
did
have you
the
got a metal spoon now? Have you got a metal spoon? I can go. Have you got a whisk?
I feel blended at this fucking point. I'm torn up
Kirsty.
about this shit. Well, you don't even know.
Kirsty, Nakamura's overrated.
No. You know what? I'm not even.
Anyhow,
Just roll me a smoke, and everything's going to be fine.
brilliant.
It's going to be
I
fine.
did it. I think, see, just in that, I should win the fucking. The draw doesn't count. I won it.
Fuck off. I had him cheating me for like 3 fucking months, weeks, whatever it was. 3 pay-per-views. I ain't doing this again.
Oh, no, but
I'm sick of this.
like I said, take last night in a whole. Extreme rules should just be dropped now. That's the most important thing. The name should just be dropped. It was not extreme.
No, it was just a judicious interpretations of.
Aye, it was an overhyper.
Artistic interpretation.
It was an overhyper Raw. That was the best way to describe it. Overhyper. It got fed sugar, and that was it.
They keep saying they want to re-educate the fans, and they had to re-educate the fans after the Attitude Era. See if you educate the fans to expect pure wrestling, and then when it's specialty, like for things to go absolutely shit, people will get injured a lot less often. Like if they're just doing matches and shit, like you're doing it wrong, just randomly thrown. This is the week that we're doing extreme shit for the sake of it. Then it doesn't feel special.
I know.
Like,
That's the most. The gimmick pay-per-views have now got to stop. That last night proved that once and for all, they've got to stop in a full fucking pay-per-view. That's it. It's done. The kendo stick match was one of the worst things I have ever seen. Worst. And like you said, I still can't believe it was 5 minutes.
I know.
So it ended in a draw. So
it had to be at least 10.
So unfortunately,
it ended in a draw.
No, well, Money in the Bank will be different. I can see that being better. Of course it'll be better. But let's take some calls now. You know yourself, guys. Go to the Discord link below. You can see it. You can get dragged up. You get to talk to me, Martin. You get to wind up Kirsty along with me and Martin.
You get to be Kirsty. Every time you do this, Will, I think it's like a dog with chocolate. You take 7 days off my life every time you feed me wee bits of information like this.
That's my job. You know yourself, guys. Slap a like in that video. Share it. Let everybody know what is happening right now. We're just having the fallout of the Extreme Rules or the fallout of me and Kirsty's friendship. We haven't decided yet what we're going to call it. So, let's go to Discord. And straight away, I can see one caller. I'll bring him right in. And all the way from Germany, we have Super Rising Storm. How's it doing, my friend?
Hey, buddy.
Hello, everyone.
Hello. 2 seconds. Flo, sorry. I seen fucking Formal there a second ago. Formal, get in this chat. Bring your belt. Bring your
this
belt.
Is overly needed.
Sneaky ghost.
Yep.
Where did he go?
Bring your belt. Your mum wants you. I'm taking that belt off you. I tell you, get a haunted podcast belt. I'll take that belt off you as well. So Flo. So Flo, what did you think about Extreme Rules in a whole? What did you think? Are you in kind of like a mixed bag, like how we feel, or do you?
Yeah, pretty much. First off, name change, please.
Yeah. Yep.
Extreme my ass.
I can't remember who said it a minute ago, but someone in the chat said they should have just called it medium rules.
Yeah. Mimic.
Mimic, that was medium rules.
That's
slightly different rules for normal.
Sorry. Formal's back. I can see him, and he's got a valid point, but it's to throw us off the scent, and that's how it was a good thing for Joe winning. He states it'd make more sense if it was Finn Balor. They say they'll give him a guaranteed title shot if he returns. Nothing's guaranteed with the fucking writing. Never look into that writing. The Paul promo with Finn was pointless. No, because it threw us off the scent. And that's how we
disagree as well. If Paul Heyman believes in an indie guy, then the indie guy is special. Punk, Cesaro, and no Finn.
But Joe's an indie guy as well.
Yeah.
So
Paul Heyman loves Joe. Like, if you don't watch anything else other than WWE, I'm not going to go on about this again.
It made sense. It made sense throwing us off the scent because, like, in our heads, we were like, Finn Balor's fucking winning this.
We wanted it. I think that's what was so sly about
this. But have Joe win it, it's still a good thing. There's nothing, as long as it wasn't Roman Reigns.
Nobody's mad about this at all. This is a pleasant surprise.
No,
I mean, they could set up it like this, like Joe wins against Brock, and then because Paul has nothing to do, he could go to Finn, and then it's Finn versus Joe with Paul.
They could easily do that. Title. They could easily do that because they had amazing NXT matches. That's the thing. There's like so many things they can do with it. The only thing is, will Brock drop that? Will they make him drop that belt? Because in WWE's mind,
fucking hope so.
Well, see in WWE's mind,
everyone does.
Dave brought up a great point. Martin, you've said this a million times as well. In WWE's eyes, Brock Lesnar is the money.
Mm-hmm.
So
because he's
aye.
Well, I talked to a few casual fans, and they were like, "Yes, don't want to see these indie guys. I want to see Brock. He draws in money." And I was like, "Dude, don't see him.
That's it.
He's not there anymore."
So let's just take a shit pay-per-view, which has got 2 balls and a dick as the fucking poster. And there's Brock Lesnar. Now, like you said, Flo, you spoke to people that are just like casual fans. They want to see Brock Lesnar. Whereas guys like us, we want to see Samoa Joe, we want to see Finn Balor. That's the guys we want to see. So it makes perfect sense how WWE do it. Is it right? No, but you can see for a financial point why they're doing it. But I just don't agree with it. I think having him off TV is fucking awful.
Last year, I had seen figures for like pay-per-views before Brock returned and pay-per-views after Brock returned, and the buy rates were like barely higher, like low thousands. And like I was like, well, how much of a draw is he really then if nobody else is signing up and nobody else is buying them? If it's like, I mean, I know a couple of thousand, like to an indie show, that's fucking huge. But in terms of WWE, you're talking millions of people watching. It's not really that much of a boost. So why? I don't know. I don't think he's as much of a draw as WWE wants us to believe that he is a draw. If that makes sense. They want us to believe that he's like Hulk Hogan, like you put Hulk Hogan in the 80s on something and everybody was there. And I don't think that Brock Lesnar is.
No, not at all.
Nah.
No.
And the whole argument, like he draws in money. How long didn't we see him?
Yeah, exactly. If he's this much a draw, like Cena is a draw because every time Cena comes back, more people watch. That's just fact at this point. If he's that much a draw, then he can work. Because Cena was managed to be there every single fucking week and done every show. So why are you paying him more than Cena or about the same as Cena, but he's not working the same schedule? Because it does work and you love your John Cena guys. So why not have an extra one? If he's that good a draw, then let him work. Like, don't date for random spikes at your tap pay-per-views that you want to make look as if these are the shows, like the Super Bowl that everybody shows up for. No, if you play your cards right, people are never going to fucking leave. Like, people didn't leave for the best part of 4 years, and then you did what the fans wanted. It will hit it, and then everybody dropped half. There's a common thread here. If you want the Attitude Era pops back, give the fans what they want. Yeah. It's dead simple. Like, it's the simplest fucking thing in the world. And Vince is like, no, but I want to play with these toys and I want them to do what I want. Fuck you. I hate him.
Oh, I've really pissed Kirsty off tonight, haven't I? This is brilliant. This is fucking brilliant.
Just absolute anger of fucking wrestling. I knew eventually this was going to happen. I apologised like 2 months in advance. Like, at one point, I'll just go. Just cut me off. And what he's doing, he's just sitting there listening and enthralled as fuck, just letting me go. Oh.
I bet it's funny.
Everybody's like,
sure is.
But I'm sweating.
Anything else, Formal? What did you think? And do you think it was a good pay-per-view? Was it a middle, or was it just absolute shite? How did you feel?
You didn't notice yet that you called me Formal, right?
Formal. Yep, no, that is just because I can see Formal there saying face cam for Kirsty.
I was going to wait and see.
Flo, I do apologise. Flo, I do apologise.
Don't get that.
No worries.
Formal.
Don't get that.
Formal. Why? Why
do you want to see your Vaz? You are. This is why you didn't.
I thought you were going to say your Moz Vag there, and I was like,
"Whoa, keep it classy."
Kirsty,
why do you like them online?
This is a PG show that you've shouted and sweared for 50 minutes.
The first time I hear it.
Well, nobody told me, right? I never
fuck
said
it.
nothing.
So, Flo,
too late now.
Flo, what did you think? Overall in general, did it excite you, or did it was just an overhyper Raw? With
I think it was overall okay.
Right.
So, like you said, the kendo stick on the pole match. I don't want to talk about this bullshit.
Nope.
Just said enough. And
we said more than the actual match itself lasted.
I think anybody describing that match last night has actually spent more time in it than the actual match has lasted.
Aye, pretty sure.
And that's
including the Wrestle Talk thing in 4 minutes. That's including that.
Yeah. About the main event, what Kirsty said, in my opinion, it could have been a great match, but the last few minutes were great. but
I think the entire thing.
yeah, I find
So-
the start and the middle of the match was boring.
Really? The
Yeah,
Flo,
storytelling-
Flo,
this
thank you.
alliance-
The
Flo,
entire time
thank
it
you.
was.
Thank you.
This alliance out of nowhere for the heels, the people that nobody trusts, form this alliance and then are getting these babyface pops while everybody's cheering every time and counting as Roman gets hit. Like, there was this really weird odd that became kind of natural now where the heels are the baby faces and the faces are the heels. And it was just so backwards. But then really fucking the storytelling, there was just wee intricate things and like wee hints at things to come. Like, tell me you're only excited to see all these guys in another feud or in a new feud with each other, because last night done that for me, and I think that's what should happen in a main event, especially that size.
Kirsty,
having the guys separate, I agree. That last night, no, because that felt like a clusterfuck.
Nah, wouldn't say it's a clusterfuck, but it was good storytelling from Bray and Joe, but they didn't do much except for just punching Finn. He was their punching bag, not doing much.
Everybody was like, they were supposedly have not Seth out for a good like solid 7 minutes. Like, Seth wasn't seen for ages. He took a nap during this match.
I think Seth done that himself for the fucking frog splash he done off the fucking.
Like, exactly. There was.
I was really worried about him after that.
I thought
That
his leg
scream.
went. I thought the leg
That
went.
scream murdered me. I was like, is this why nobody spoke to me about this match? Does nobody want to tell me? Because like everything else got spoiled for me apart from the main event. So like I knew
No.
everything, and then I was like, is this why nobody spoke to me? Has Seth just completely murdered himself and nobody's willing to test the waters with me yet? Like, I was like, oh shit.
No, fuck that. I'd rather it live. It's funnier.
Oh, you fuck! Don't dare. This is why I actually pre-watch what we're meant to be doing, because I know you'd wind me up. Like, I actually take notes and shit so that there's. Don't try me, bitch. I come prepared.
No worries. Formal, I'm going to get another call in, but thank you. Fuck! Formal, stop typing in the chat! It's Flo.
Stop.
So, okay, Formal, get in here.
Formal,
We'll
get in
need you,
here. Get in here.
We're going to call him.
Oh, fucking hell. Flo, I'm sorry. Formal, get in here.
I might as well call myself Formal Flo.
Formal Flo. Right, Flo, I'm going to get another call.
Mimic suggested it in the chat, so that's why I get the idea from.
There you go. I tell you, we should have got a counter tonight. I done no bad until the last 10 minutes.
Before I get out of here, what was your highlight of the pay-per-view?
Submission match.
Kirsty?
See, I would say the submission match, but Aries didn't win, where there's Joe won, so I'm going to say the.
What happened there?
Martin?
Sorry, this is cutting off a wee bit.
What was your highlight from the pay-per-view?
Cesaro and Sheamus finally getting their belts.
Their belts.
That's what they are. These old bastards who are not boys. We're just keeping them on.
Right, Flo, thank you so much for calling in. Formal.
Formal, get in here.
Get in here.
Right now.
Flo, take care, my friend.
Catch you later.
Bye.
Later.
Bye, Formal. I had to do that on purpose. I done that on purpose there.
Thank God.
Right, no worries, Flo. Bye, dude. Bye.
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 And we'll bring in our next caller. We have got Obvious Minute, who I believe has just purchased the WWE Network. So this would have been your first pay-per-view you've seen in a long time.
Yeah, actually, it was expecting a lot, but I kind of had issues with it. I'm not gonna lie.
Yes. 5 minutes back in the door, and he's like, "Fuck WWE, they fucked up. Welcome."
I know it was kind of like, oh god. There was some good gems, like I would say, but to be honest, I'm gonna mention a point that Dave said. I felt like a lot of it was really rushed up until the last match, and that's kind of what really affected everything as a whole. I feel like the Hardy Boys, they could have done some more with that cage match. It wasn't necessarily bad, but I felt like they could have definitely done more with it. Was a little disappointed about that. And a lot of those matches probably could have been better if there's more time in that.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing. If you've got a good story to tell, the more time you've got to tell it, the better.
Uh-huh.
Everything did feel really, really rushed. I don't feel so much with Austin and Neville, but everything else definitely did feel rushed. And it almost the entire pay-per-view almost felt simple. Like it was really like, oh, this is this match basic version of that match. This is like this match basic version of, and the women's are the best example of that. Of a women's on a pole match, not a woman on a pole. That's definitely not what we're doing. Candlestick on a pole match. Shit.
That's what they were aiming for last night.
That was Vince Russo's ultimate goal.
I thought that was getting Buff Bagwell's Morty Day stuff.
Oh,
just in general.
That was the.
We went there.
That was the Strokey's pole. Never mind, fucking got.
She didn't get the TV because she was talented. That's all I'm saying.
I think what really proves. Oh, sorry about that. I think what really proves your point, though, Kirsty, is the fact the whole kendo match thing. I mean, when they were really priming the audience for that story, it sounded really well. Maybe it was because of Bailey's performance. It just seemed really just not into it, very half-hearted.
Well, yeah, that's the thing. Is for me, women's matches with things on poles are good. Like they're so 90s and they're so 5 minutes. So for them to get 5 minutes and it to be one of these matches, it does feel as if we've just transported back 5 years. And like for the whole women's revolution thing, like, did you notice how quick they were to announce the women's Money in the Bank match after this? They were like, but look, we're still doing things, we swear. And it just goes to prove that they take SmackDown in terms of wrestling a lot more seriously.
Yeah.
Which sucks because Raw's the main show and it's got the most time. So why would that not? I hate them. I hate them so many. Fuck Vince, Andy's Great Balls of Fire. Like, fuck everything. I'm done. I quit wrestling.
No,
there were some good moments, though.
No, you quit it now.
Oh, no, there definitely was. You've drove me to the edge, that's why.
I think Swan actually, I mean, I was expecting, just joining wrestling or trying to be a part of the wrestling community. I was a fan of Jeff Hardy, at least. Uh-huh. And he did some, like, one of my favorite things he can do is like his acrobatic stuff. And to be honest, I think Swan really like blew him out of the water on this one.
Oh, the cruiserweights will blow anything Jeff Hardy's ever done out of the water just tenfold.
Except all the cocaine.
All the opium.
Apart from that,
dog in a fire that he set because he was high.
That is so sad. Jack was the cutest.
Well, he shouldn't have set it on fire then, should he?
And they made that a story. That's the fucking worst that they made that story.
Wrestling.
And they made money off it. Oh,
of
wrestling.
Course they did. They made money off Mr. Fuji feeding his neighbour a dog.
They did,
neighbour's own dog, in fact.
And the Big Show's fucking dad dying.
Oh, he didn't even die like 3 years ago.
So, just quickly interjecting here. So, do we think that Dolph and Trisha Paytas are getting a storyline made about them then?
Who is she?
I've no idea.
I've never heard of her.
Right. She's a lassie on YouTube. She's got like a couple of million subscribers, and she's like a vlogger.
Right.
And she's very controversial.
Right.
And she went on to like America's Got Talent and stuff, and done this like stupid super speed rap thing. And just like she's a mess. Like 2 months, she's one of these people that are constantly in drama for the sake of being in drama.
Keemstar.
Aye, female with bigger boobs and blonde.
Right.
And her and Dolph Ziggler apparently had a one night stand and then were meant to go on a date and he cancelled because he was tired after a show. He's a wrestler, understandable.
Aye.
And because she cancelled another date to go on this date with Dolph, she then decided she was going to expose him. So there's like 3 videos. So there's like 3 videos she's got on YouTube exposing Dolph Ziggler and like their one night stand and stuff, and it's hysterical. I don't follow this lassie at all, but I heard about this and I was like, to YouTube I go.
What are you reporting?
I can't believe you've never heard about this. It was all Twitter yesterday and the day before. It was hysterical.
I seen the pictures there, and when I seen the face, I thought somebody filled that face with cement. Never mind silicone.
Wah, wah.
Honestly, I'd rather fucking shag my horn than never shag that.
But she told she said that all wrestling fans pit because we didn't know wrestling was fake, and I was like,
I seen that, then I seen somebody's reply was like, yeah, wrestling was fake, just like 90% of your body.
But also, so then she did another one called WWE Fans Suck, because apparently we were all telling her to kill herself, and I was like, why would you come for the wrestling community? We might all infight like fuck, but you come for wrestling as a whole, they're gonna cut you. Like, we're quite vicious bastards.
But
like,
that's sorry for going off topic completely, but that's YouTubers for you. That is complete YouTubers. Some of them have no idea how to like react or fucking be a normal person. That when seeing the camera's not on them, that's it. Like say, like Kirsty, all four of us here. Same with like people in the chat. We can turn off, right? As soon as I stop recording, turn off. I'm still the same Will you're going to get on any game stream or any fucking live stream with the wrestling is the Will you're going to get in a message. Whereas some people can't fucking do it. Like her.
They're weirdos.
Aye.
It's kind of if you will.
What was really funny for me though is like within YouTube, if you do something wrong to a YouTube, it's normal to get an exposed video, but it was the fact that she took that into real life, but then no really real life because it was a wrestler. But it was like these two people who have probably the same amount of folios on like Instagram or whatever, but like two completely different people in terms of how professional I view them. I was like, Dolph, that's a pure redneck.
Well,
like,
let's put it this way. How,
like, he's so...
But then again, he pumps Sonny.
He pumps everything.
He
pump everything and anything.
I know, but that was before she went right downhill. Like, she was kind of hovering at a, quite good for her age level. Then Dolph was just like, fuck it, I can tell my pals I've done this. And then she just crashed big time.
I mean,
Dolph ruined her.
Mimic, does this put you off watching further Raw pay-per-views? Because I know you're just new back into watching wrestling, right?
Oh, that's a really good question. I'm sorry, I'm really off topic.
It's not absolutely, terrible, but like honestly, when I saw the kendo stick thing, I just sort of tuned out. Like that really, I didn't really feel like watching too much. I mean, dude, don't get me wrong, Alexa Bliss is like the best thing that has ever happened to this earth.
Totally agree.
But
totally agree. And see, the bad thing is, Mimic, see out the four of us just now talking, Kirsty would batter fuck at us to bite the fucking
the ass man. No. I would kill my own mother to bite that ass.
She'd kill us to rip the fucking shots off her with her teeth. That's how bad it is.
Damn.
Oh, but that life. Oh, but it.
No, but I do got one question I'm going to get up on out of here. And this for everyone in here. What would you, out of all the wrestling matches that happened during Extreme Rules, which one would you choose and how would you make it actually extreme? What would you do to change that match? I guess that'd be for Will in particular to make it less convoluted to answer that. And thank you for letting me on.
Right? I'm just going to throw this out there, and it's going to blow all your minds because none of you would have seen this. Right? The Dean and Miz. Make it a no rules match.
I know. I know how out there. I think that's the one for me. The women's match, I would have just made, as I said earlier on in the show, I would have just made that a kendo stick match.
Well,
rather
how about
than
an Extreme Rules match?
Or an Extreme Rules match, but like if they were so like focused on the kendo, then have a kendo stick match. Just I'd have done that, and I'd have gave Dean. I'd have just said have fun.
Kirsty, Kirsty, sorry, I totally agree. It's the two matches you can only change. It's the only two you can change. You fix
Aye.
that. You fix the Kendall match, and then Dean's match. The stipulation was shit. Let's make it fucking. You could have made it a street fight.
That would have been sick. I would have liked to see that.
Yeah.
Mimic, you haven't been in wrestling for a while, so just as like who Dean Ambrose was before he was in WWE, he was with a company that are like known for like death matches and will have one like at every pay-per-view because lol. So like he's done some really crazy fucking shit in his time. So to give Dean this non-extreme rules match when he's your Mick Foley of this generation, and
Wow.
not to give him that match like is silly. Like it's baffling.
Actually, my impression of him, I just thought he was like from the pay-per-view. He looked like just an average Joe. That's how it seemed, just an average Joe fighting in the ring because he was so mellowed out.
Mm-hmm.
I had no idea he was supposed to be like this extreme character.
Well, that's the thing. He's always been. His promos are almost slightly psychotic when he's heel and when he's give like to let up his own to make up his own promos. He's almost like you get the mentally ill feeling from him, which is where the lunatic thing came from. But he was always almost. I don't want to say sedated as if he was on shit, but like sedated. Like it's that kind of like you're at a mental hospital talking to somebody and they're not all quite there yet, but like they're kind of chilled out. That's kind of the whole vibe he goes for until he gets in the ring. Then he just starts like cutting people and shit. But they don't let him do that anymore. He's not allowed to casually almost take Drake Younger's thumb off.
But
And has to take him to the hospital and get it stuck back on. Like
that was fucking ZZW though. That was.
I know, but the thing is they can tone it down for WWE standards, but they can still let him be that stone-out guy.
It's possible to have a man be dangerous without him, murdering the guy with
I was almost killing somebody, but the thing is it's almost as if they're terrified of what they've seen of Dean, that they're like, no, you just stay away from that. You're going to have an old disqualifications match because if you get DQ'd, your title gets like. It's almost as if they're all standing like 10 feet away from him, apart from Jimmy Jacobs, who is also nearly murdered in the ring.
see, Mimic, see, you actually, I'm just trying to think of a good. Even how you're starting back and you like WrestleMania seem to be the big things everybody watch. Seem to right.
See, that's what I said.
And see if you're going to get back into it. Watch WrestleMania 20. No, not 20. Sorry, 30. What was the one thing we won?
I would just go with 30 itself.
30.
Just Daniel Bryan stuff.
No,
30,
but I mean, I'm talking with
30.
Dean Ambrose because that match, remember the Shield, they only went for about 5 minutes because that was a squash. I'm trying to remember what was the one Seth Rollins cashed in. Was that 31 or 32?
Hold on.
Was that 31? Mimic.
It's my background, so I like minimised everything because it's him just title like pure Jesus.
So Mimic, see if you watch the ladder match and that, you'll see what happens when you let Dean Ambrose get
Dean Ambrose.
I get a bit of
basically.
freedom. The Brock Lesnar match, he never got it. Try to think.
And he's bored, and that's the thing is everybody, like you said, you thought he seemed like a pure chilled out guy. I genuinely think creative bored of being face because he's a better heel and he's better when he's an actual crazy person.
Yeah.
Like even if you just let his promos go back to sounding psychotic and then have him do his matches, I think like just giving him that wee bit of creative freedom would bring back that Dean that everybody fell in love with. They knew he's just get married, he's been world champion. Like what the fuck, like trying until they change something up. Do you know what I mean? Like just give him something. You've got me so wound up today.
I know. It's fucking brilliant.
I think we might see more of this too. I'm not sure if it has to do with the culture per se. I mean, I've only seen one match, but I feel like this could be a trend where you're not going to see as violent stuff from wrestling. It's going to be less violent. I don't know. I hope that's not the case.
Last year we had Brock Lesnar like just bash Randy Orton's face in until he's bleeding, like his head split open.
Wow.
So like to say that and then be like, Brock Lesnar can do this, but nobody else can. But then when Brock and Dean were together, Brock was like, no, we're not doing any of that shit you want to do.
But again, it's Brock Lesnar's personality. It's one of the things where if he likes you, he likes you. If he doesn't, you can fuck off. You know what I mean?
He's a dick.
Aye,
And I suppose weren't him and Randy in the same class as Batista and Cena at OVW?
Yep.
Aye.
So, he's probably willing to do a lot more with someone in his training class than some young punk, if you will.
Aye. So
it annoys me though.
It should.
So Mimic, it's
not
put you off watching it anyhow. At least it's not put you off yet. That's the most important thing.
Yeah, I mean, at the very least, you'd need to kick around for Money in the Bank.
For AJ Styles. Yeah, and AJ Styles, there's certain people you've just got to see, and 90% of them are on
SmackDown. Aye.
So just hold out with us.
I hope it's good. That's what I'm planning. I'm a little bit discouraged after this, but I have faith.
It will be fine. Like we said, even if you watch WrestleMania last year, with Jericho and AJ, that was a good match. Watch anything with the SmackDown stars, and you'll see, dude. It's like, do you know what? That's the kind of like the brand like all 3 years gravitate to, because it's less bullshit storytelling, more actual wrestling.
Yeah,
with actual wrestlers, which is my favourite part of it. But NXT Takeover as well is like any NXT Takeover. It will be phenomenal just to sit and watch wrestling if that's what you're here for.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Like, you can't go wrong. NXT doesn't go wrong.
Watch the last one.
Yeah.
Watch the last one, Mimic, and you'll see that there's a massive golfing difference, and you'll sit and exactly, you'll enjoy it, dude. It is so good.
Probably the best show that WWE's put on this year, including WrestleMania.
Aye, easy.
So that would be my first go-to, would be the last NXT, if you're looking for something to pick you up a little bit more and give you a little bit more hope. Because God knows we'll need it after that.
Well, if they don't do another follow-up to the Kendo match, which I think it sounds like it might be going that way, maybe Bailey's done for after this, like Will said. But if that doesn't happen again, I think I'm okay.
That's the thing, is Bailey's actually a fantastic wrestler. You won't know that from only seeing last night. But both of them are actually really good. Yeah. Like,
it's just one of the things. It's
just like you can say about most of Raw. Yeah, like the talent's there, but the writing isn't.
It's like TNA 7 years ago.
Aye.
Like, the talent's there. Creative have no fucking clue what's going on.
Except that, unlike TNA 7, it's not old bastards' fault. Except
well, it is.
It's very specific circumstance. Aye, but it was a little shower of old cunts that.
Oh, that's true. Aye, at least it's only one that people have to contest with, and no 70.
It seems like to be a common problem to have like the people from NXT sort of like transition over, because there's always this big expectation. It seems like, especially with like Shinsuke and stuff like that.
Yeah, that's the thing is, again, Shinsuke is probably the second best wrestler next to AJ Styles in the world today on any promotion. But if creative and don't get me wrong, they've got AJ mostly right. And like Shinsuke, they've had perfect up to this point, but now that Vince is now in creative control of everything, it depends on how he sees them. And that seems to be where the problem is. If they haven't convinced Vince by the time they come up that they are everything, then Vince is like, it's another developmental guy. He's seen a billion of them over the years, and that's the only way he's going to see them. So they need to give Shinsuke to somebody that isn't Dolph Ziggler, that isn't an fucking real actual wrestler. Amateur's the word I was looking for. Amateur wrestler, because it doesn't work well with him. Give him an indie guy. Him and Kevin have had a spectacular match before. Him and AJ had match of the year 3 years ago, and we know they can do it again. Like, give him somebody that he's going to work with, and then he can show you what he can do. Because if you give him Dolph Ziggler, there's only so much you can do.
And Mimic, this is the worst thing you could have done, was ask about matches as well.
I really like wrestling, and I'll just go on, and I forget we're live and not just chatting.
I know.
It's funny to get to bed at some point, Kirsty.
I know, Kirsty.
So do I've got work.
Kirsty, I've got physio at fucking 8 o'clock tomorrow, you know what I mean? And
I'm at work at
wrap it up, Kirsty.
I'm sorry. I'm so bad. I'm sorry.
Enjoying wrestling, yeah.
I know. Imagine being pure passionate about wrestling and like that fucking horrible Fatal 5-Way last night.
Listen.
Right. Cut it down. Shut it down.
Mimic, thank you so much for calling in, dude. Enjoy it, dude. Enjoy it. And obviously, we can't wait to see you back
good luck.
when you come back to YouTube as well, dude. We can't wait.
Yeah.
Dude, thank you for having me on, guys. I really like the show.
No, don't worry,
Anytime.
Mimic. Thank you, dude.
See you later, Mimic.
Thanks.
Bye,
Peace.
Mimic.
Bye.
Bye.
So, guys, that's not bad. We managed to stretch that an hour and 15 over a okay pay-per-view. That's not bad. That's not bad.
You're welcome.
Tell you what,
There's
make
about-
sure you get today Wednesday on your own, Kirsty.
Aye,
No.
me and Martin's going to take a back seat. You do Wednesday yourself. That's all
I'm
right.
the only one that ever watches Raw and SmackDown, let's be fucking honest.
I watch Raw and SmackDown. Fair enough.
You watch
yeah.
Raw
I
or
watch-
SmackDown?
No, I watch the highlights, but I still
I
watch
watch
them.
both when I'm not in the middle of fucking nowhere.
Right, you get a pass here, right? But how many times has this motherfucker showed up? Like, guys, help.
Aye, I've not watched it. You talk about it and I'll chip in.
What can I say? What can I say? I'm a great journalist.
Meanwhile, I'm watching YouTube videos of people unknown to find out some shit about Dolph Ziggler. For fuck's sake,
Aye,
get on the
so
level.
you can keep up with Twitter drama.
I know.
Listen,
Fuck's sake.
it was hysterical. You should have been there.
But I can tell you what, Martin Kirsty's going to be happy with this because you're back and you have an ending.
Oh God! Thank God, Martin, you have been so missed. We keep getting to the end of episodes and just going fuck, and then like totally blanking, and we don't know what to say, and it's
Well, I've
welcome.
got good news and I've got bad news.
It doesn't even need to be a joke. Just be you.
The good news is I'm back, as you say. The bad news is I've thought of fucking nothing.
Oh, fuck. Blame up north, blame up north.
Oh no, it's fine.
So
It's
everyone,
fine.
thank you once again coming out to the Smacked Up Wrestling Live. As always, smack that like button with a kendo stick. Share it, let everybody know that the Gaming Fault has this amazing wrestling podcast. That looks like all over Scotland just now. You can call in. It's not just Central Scotland anymore for Martin.
No, we've went nationwide.
We've went nationwide now. I'm just waiting for me to go up fucking more north now. Linda.
If we go anywhere north, they'll be in the water.
So guys, as you know, slap a like and sub the Gaming Fault if you haven't already. I will be back tomorrow with more Pokemon. It's Pokemon Tuesday, so I'll be back during the day. And check out Gaming Fault's kick-ass friends down the side. Real Talk, Metaphor Messiah with the track War Games. Dead on Dave, where you can also get 10% off wrestlecrate.co.uk if you use the promo code Dead on Dave. And also there's a lot of YouTubers in here, so please check them out, everybody. I can see Shadow Humour, Formal Ghost, The Haunted Podcast, Mimic. When he's back, he was doing amazing Pokemon stuff. It was really good to watch. Luna Blarp, Wolf as well, Black Wolf. I'm just going back through everybody just to make sure I've not missed anybody. Sleeping Angels as well. All these great people that work on YouTube. Everybody check them out. Check them out on YouTube. So, let's try and see if we can get something for the end.
Come on then.
I've been Will.
And I've been Kirsty.
And I'm trying to figure out a plan to pump Dolph Ziggler and pimp out this YouTube channel at the back of it.
Yeah.
Go to Keemstar, dude. Just say you done it. Go to Keemstar.
Alright, wait, I'll go to Keemstar as a fanny.
Oh, that's alright. He is a dick. Fuck him.
That should get us a few views.
That'll get us a few views. Everyone, thank you for watching, and we'll see you tomorrow.
Bye.
Bye. Peace.